I'm reminded of one of my heroes was Winston Churchill, who had to say, there's a good reason for everything you do, and then there's the real reason. The good reason here are the things you've just heard about. I came across ISEC at the London School of Economics, decided to get involved, and I started ISEC in the UK, I started ISEC in Canada. I helped as Latin American Extension Coordinator when I was doing my master's degree at Columbia University in New York, sending 500 letters throughout Latin America, and leading the congresses in Milan in '57 and in Marseille in '61, at which we established the AI, which we elected Victor Lowenstein as the first General Secretary. And then I was chairman of the Princeton Congress, the very first Congress held in the United States, and was able to take the delegates, or the leading delegates from there, down to Washington, D.C. to meet with President Kennedy. These were all good reasons for my interest. But if I stop and think about it, what's the real reason? What motivated me? And so I'm going to tell you now a story that I've never told anybody in ISEC before. First of all, my name isn't Simon. My name is Skoratowski. My family came from the Ukraine. Those that stayed there died there in the Holocaust. I was lucky in a sense, and unlucky in a sense, because my father disappeared 3 months before I was born. And I was born in 1935. So I spent my first 5 years in an orphanage. And then, immediately after that, the Second World War started, and I spent my next 4 years as an evacuee in the west of England, until my father showed up, reconciled with my mother, and I rejoined my birth family. And that's when life really started for me. And one of my aunts was what we would today call a nutter. She was crazy. She liked world citizen programs. And she would, at the age of 10 and 11, haul me around Hampstead to visit all these meetings that were being held about being a world citizen, being a member of the world community, getting rid of borders, and so forth. So I was conditioned at an early age to be internationalist. Not only that, I was conditioned to seek social justice on a worldwide basis. And my mission, ever since I've been involved in ISEC, is to extend ISEC, make it available to everybody, everywhere. And so my fights took place in Rotterdam, in Paris, in Milan, in Marseille, and in Princeton to promote the extension of ISEC to as many different countries as possible and every continent. And I had some opposition, primarily on the basis that, well, students are very poor in Africa and here, there, and everywhere, and they couldn't afford it. Why waste the time? And the answer was, ISEC is a development concept. Let them figure out how they fit in, but give them the opportunity. That was what was important, and that's what we did. And what has happened. Young students, without regard to being elitist or privileged or rich or anything like that, to get together and solve problems that enable them to participate in an organization and turn it into the largest student-led organization in the world. And in 120, 130 countries with 20 or 30,000 internships, you guys out there have done, over the years, an extraordinary job and deserve incredible recognition, and I'd like to see that happen. I think of myself in terms of an old English saying which says, from a tiny acorn, a mighty oak does grow. I'm the acorn. You're the oak. Thank you.